For this opportunity. Fellow colleagues, I rise this afternoon to propose the motion on the need to investigate the expenditure on the postponed 2023 population and housing census by the National Population Commission and conduct of the National Population and Housing Census. This motion is being co-sponsored by my friend and colleague, Honorable Patrick Umar. Knows that the census provides accurate population data crucial for the development planning, policy formulation, resource allocation, and government program implementation, especially at a time when the federal government, in conjunction with state governments, are working on giving palliatives to vulnerable citizens and also planning other social services. Also knows that the National Population Commission in Nigeria conducts periodic censuses, surveys, and other methods to enumerate the country's population, provide data for the national population, and economic planning. Mr. Speaker, fellow colleagues, further knows that the national census was last conducted in Nigeria in 2006, and the 2023 census, which was scheduled for May 2023, was postponed by the National Population Commission. Worried that the data collected in 2006 population census is far from reality in 2023, and cannot validly form a solid base for the formation of national economic policies, and we aid the federal government in administering viable national planning. Aware that the National Population Commission has admitted to having spent 200 billion naira as part of the 800 billion naira budgeted for the planning mid-execution of 2023 population and housing census, which was postponed. Also aware that the financial investment in 2023 population census planning will have improved economic planning and distribution of palliatives in the country. Also worried that the national population...
Honorable, you are distracting Honorable Halims, whose attention is supposed to be on this particular motion.
Mr. Speaker, fellow colleagues, also worried that about the National Population Commission remarks that if the population and housing census fails to take place within 12 months, the information gathered across the country will become stale, a waste of resources, and the country will have to increase costs of gathering fresh information. Aware that the National Population Commission, led by Chairman Alhaji Nasser Isakwara, expressed readiness to conduct a population and housing census during a visit to the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on July 6, 2023. Therefore, the House resolves, 1, urge the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces to declare a date for the population and housing census exercise and conduct the 2023 population and housing census to facilitate accurate economic planning. 2, also urge the federal government to, upon fixing a date for the census, constitute census tribunals in designated centers in accordance with Section 28 of National Population Commission Act 2004. 3rd, further urge the National Population Commission not to relent in its preparation for 2023 population and housing census. And the 4th, but not the least, mandate the Committee on Population to investigate the money expended on the postponed 2023 population and housing census by the National Population Commission and liaise with the National Population Commission to ensure a successful population and housing census when proclaimed. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Honorable Jaha.
I'm from Borno State. Mr. Speaker, let me comment, without fear of any contradiction, the mover of this motion because of the patriotic nature of the presentation and the content of the motion. While bearing in mind that Nigeria deserves a population census, we should equally understand as Parliament that is in the principles of every census where a single step is ungovernable, a single step is not under the control of Nigerian government, or a single step is unreachable, census is not possible in that particular country. Sir, we are all aware, if we are in our comfort zones today, our houses can be counted, our families can be counted. We should equally bear at the back of our mind that substantial or many Nigerians are displaced. They are not found to be counted, and they will not be found to be counted. Likewise, their houses is not accessible to be counted. So if, as a parliament today, we are urging the federal government to fix a date in this 2023, which we have less than 100 days to go, to embark on 2023 census, I don't think we are fair to Nigerians that are displaced from the northeast, from the southeast, from the north central, and from the northwest. So I urge honorable colleagues to understand that in Nigeria we are not ready to conduct census now because most of our geographical locations are inaccessible, unreachable. Mr. Speaker, let me remind us, for farmers to go to farm 3 kilometers away from their comfort zone is not possible because they will end up being in the hands of either bandits or Boko Haram members. So, Mr. Speaker, I strongly condemn in strong terms the prayers of this motion for government to cite a date in 2023 to conduct 2023 census, bearing in mind the situation of security, particularly in the northeast, in the north central, in the southeast, as well as northwest. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Support in all ramifications with all my strength and my appreciation of the times that we are to support this motion and all the prayers that are hereby prayed. Mr. Speaker, there is no proper planning when there is no census, when the government cannot say these are the number of people that is going to cater for in its budget. Mr. Speaker, the prayers herein are very, very clear. Apparently, Honorable Jah did not take time to look at the prayers properly. Mr. Speaker, the mover of the motion in their number 2 prayer did not insist or urge the federal government to conduct this census in 2023. He only urged the federal government to fix a date subject to the information on security as available to the federal government. And in any case, all these situations that my colleague referred to were in place when they fixed the 2023 census. And money has been appropriated. Money has been spent. So this motion is only asking that that money appropriated should be accounted for and a date should be fixed. And it is only the executive that have the prerogative under the Constitution to do that. Number 3, sir, the third thing is that they are only asking the National Population Commission not to relent in the preparation. We know that this thing was postponed because of our election. Now that we are out of election, let us begin to plan for this country through proper and effective counting of the people that resides in the country. Mr. Speaker, I want our colleagues here to look at the prayers and support this motion.
Thank you, Honorable Kwe. Honorable Ino.
Yamal to the federal constituency from Gombe State. Mr. Speaker, this issue is very, very important we should not look at it as simple as it were. Let me, in totality, concur and appreciate my dear brother, Right Honorable Jaha, for calling our attention to the undisputable fact that Nigeria diving into going to census at this period is not possible, is not feasible, is inhuman. Let me disagree with the last speaker who said, and I quote, that there is no proper planning if there is no census. Equally, there is no census if there is no proper security. The issue of insecurity in Nigeria, sir, more especially from us, those that come from those areas that has been destroyed by the issue of insecurity.
Order, please, order.
Honorable Jaha said, sir, some few kilometers away from state capitals in the north central, in the northeast, in the northwest, even in the southeast, nobody will have the courage to go and start conducting anything called census of houses or people. So in as much as we cannot have that access, then that is to say, our attention in these other chambers is to concentrate on how we can ensure that security of lives and properties in this country is of paramount importance, is guaranteed. It is as equal as that is what will make Nigeria to be a country that is functional. That's what will make Nigeria to be feasible. My Right Honorable Speaker, I second the amendment by Right Honorable Jaha that at this time, census in this country is not possible.
Thank you. I think he's doing it deliberately to guide those on we put the question as to whether we should support or not. So your own contribution is also noted. Thank you very much. We'll take one more contribution and then we put this matter to question. And let me see from this side. Honorable Kama.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm from a Ebonyi state. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, this topic is a very germane and important one. But as important as this is, if we want a holistic job to be done, Mr. Speaker, I completely concur with Honorable Jaha. Can I finish? Mr. Speaker, the mover of this motion is from Aguata in Anambra State, Mr. Speaker. As I speak to you, Mr. Speaker, there are some areas in this place he cannot access.
Order, please. He has the protection of the chair. Order, please.
Order, please, order.
He has the protection of the chair. Please allow him to talk.
Mr. Speaker, I'm protected, please.
Yeah, please
Order,
go ahead.
please, order, please.
Please.
Mr. Speaker.
Order.
Order in the House. Order, please.
It's a local government in Anambra State, Mr. Speaker, unaccessible. So, Mr. Speaker, if we want to do a holistic census, we should allow things to simmer down a little bit, where at least we can have something that looks like a holistic census. That's my position. Unless if we want to waste money and just presume and just assume and then come and submit a report that we've done census, then we can do that. Mr. Speaker, I think we should, for now, hold on this until we are at least sure that we have relative peace across the country to conduct this. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My learned colleague from my left side, Honorable Kuye, immediate past chairman, House Committee, sorry, Deputy Chairman, House Committee on Rules and Business, said I misunderstood the prayers of the mover of the motion. Mr. Speaker, I want to clear my name. I want Honorable Kuye to listen with keen interest the content of prayer 1. Urge the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, to declare a date for the population of housing exercise and conduct the 2023 population census.
Yes. That's the name of it.
Excuse me, population census to facilitate accurate economic planning. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I have your protection. Honorable colleagues, I have your protection.
Order, please. Order.
Order in the House. Order, please.
Order, please.
Census is not like election that is conducted in one day. Census is not like election that deals with human individuals, but including counting houses. Houses has to be counted one after the other in their geographical locations. So I don't want Honorable Kuye to compare census with election. And members should understand, we are here in our comfort zone in Abuja and Lagos. A lot of people are displaced across the country because of our failure to provide security for them. We shouldn't take it for granted here in Nigeria. So for that, I raise my case.
My name is
Can we have order in the House, please? Order.
I represent
Order, please.
was a federal constituent Plateau State by the grace of God, member of this very honorable assembly. Respected colleagues, I want to lend my voice on this very important motion. We all agree that census is something that will give us good planning, will lead us to success, and will give us a very clear vision as to the direction of development and national development, how it will be done and how it's going to be planned. But Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I agree with the intent of the motion to investigate for the purpose of accountability, that we should know what has been expended and what possibly, where and how, whether there was prudency and value for money. That I agree, which I believe, even under this, we do not need a motion to do that, because we have a standing committee on that could do that. We have a committee on popular accounts that could do that. At times, we come to exacerbate issues that are not supposed to be. True, Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, every one of us is aware that the security situation in the country has not completely been solved. We have a lot of issues. Just yesterday, on the general principle of the budget we passed for the second reading, Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, the amount of money for the purpose of securing ammunition to secure our people was quite very humongous and huge. No amount of money spent to save lives could be a waste. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I want to say that for as of today, we are all pretty very much aware. When you get to Southeast, for instance, on Mondays, you dare not go to the market. You dare not go to public place, even to go to your office to function. Not even the security agencies are spared. When you get to the North Central, we are very much aware, Mr. Speaker, that Benue has been burning, Plateau State has been under siege for quite some time, Niger has been under siege for quite some time. If you get to the Northwest, it is the same situation in Katsina, in Zamfara, in Sokoto, Are we not just deceiving ourselves when we say we want to go for a population when we have not secured the people? We have not guaranteed them. It is not about the IDPs. The IDPs can be counted. But what about those who are hidden in the forest that nobody can assess them? We need, in population, you need to carry it out, the good, the bad, and the ugly. As far as I'm concerned, we are not yet there until we secure the terrain and the people of Nigeria before this can be done. I want to beg my honorable colleagues to please look at the issue of security as very, very germane. Let's concentrate on that one. After that, the population census could be fixed. Of course, the bureaucracy could speak whatever they want to speak. But those of us who are on ground are aware. Mr. Speaker, I want to tell and report that within the last few years, the security agents couldn't even solve, and that's why every time I speak, I commend the men and people of the Department of State Security Service. They are doing a lot in helping the situation. Wasai, my constituency, at one point you couldn't access supermarkets until when they came apply vigilantes before we have been submitting sign of relief. The situation is not yet right, sir, as far as I'm concerned. Thank you very much, colleagues, for giving me the opportunity to speak. Thank you, Speaker.
Jonathan Befi, and I represent the people of Karu, Kefi, Kokona Federal Constituency of Nasarawa State. Honorable Speaker, I have looked at this motion and I quite appreciate the mood in the country. However, I would want to make an amendment to this motion because I do not want us to throw away the baby with the bathwater. So I want to propose, or I want to amend, that we expunge prayers 1 to 3 and take just prayer 4, which is hinged on section 5 and section 7 of this motion. Because as a country, we must be very accountable to financial considerations and what they are used for. We cannot have a situation where monies are appropriated and we would say there is a timeline. If not, the information will go stale. So I would want us to expunge sections 1 to 3, carry on with prayer 4 in the spirit of paragraphs 5 and paragraph 7 of this motion. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable colleagues, and sustain prayer 4. So I will put the question as far as that is concerned, and